What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're going to be here in Dirt Rally 2.0 today, and we're going to be checking out the newly released Finland rally stages. And before we even get started, I want to say these are definitely some of the funnest stages I've played since the game came out. They really are challenging, and it's because they're so fast, and at the same time they're really technical stages. There's a lot of corners where you have to be set up before coming over a crest jump to get into them properly to carry speed through them, and they're just scattered throughout most of the layouts I've tried so far. I have not really gave a lot of attempts to most of these stages, so expect to possibly see some pretty good wrecks in this video. I'm gonna do my best to make it to the very end without messing up the car too much. I'll show you guys what stage we're doing here on screen real quick. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce these names because they are absolutely ridiculous looking to me to try to say, and I'll probably butcher the names, so I'll just leave them on screen for a second for you guys. For cars, we're going to be taking out another vehicle that Colin McRae did rally a few times. It's going to be the Skoda Fabia rally, and we do have the Colin McRae livery in the game for this car, so I thought that was pretty cool. This car is absolutely my favorite out of the newer rally cars to drive. It's kind of like a loose setup, almost like the Subarus were, so you can really throw the car out and slide it, but it's a lot more responsive at the same time than the older rally cars were. It's definitely a lot of fun to drive this car. It's really cool we get the Colin McRae livery for this thing too. It just really kind of adds to the immersion of the game, I feel like, especially if you're a big fan of his. I do also want to say, guys, I'm not going to talk a lot during these. These stages are extremely fast, as I was saying, and you've got to really be paying attention to what's coming up, or you're not going to have time to save the car. You are definitely going to wreck. And I've had some pretty nasty wrecks through here just from the little bit of time I've had playing this new DLC. I will say here, while we're going to start the stage, I should have definitely switched over to sequential mode from H pattern mode here on my shifter. This car is definitely more difficult to drive like this because it's easy to miss gears when you're trying to downshift in corners. Really went to the edge on that one.
60. Keep middle of a long crest. 50. 6 left. Tightens 5 long of a crest. 50.
Oh, get out of the ditch.
6 right of a crest long. Into 6 left long. 50. Crest and keep right of a crest. Into 5 right. Very long. 50. Keep left of a jump. 80. Dip. Keep left of a big jump, 80, 6 right long of a crest, 60, slow dip to keep left of a crest, 50, turn square right, opens 50, 6 right long, and 6 left, extra long.
Barely was able to get slowed down in time for that. I was really carrying a lot of speed into that corner.
Keep middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a crest, 80, 6 right, tightens of a crest, keep middle of a crest, 80, dip, and keep middle of a big jump into sudden, 5 left, tightens 4, opens of a crest, 40, 6 right of a jump long, 100, early 5 left of a crest, don't cut, 60, 6 right long, tightens of a crest, 200.
That was way too close.
6 right long of a crest into 6
really need to get a pedal cam
50
for you guys.
Keep middle of a big jump 80.
That's where most of the work really comes into this kind of driving.
50 flat right 60 caution 6 right tightens 3 opens of a crest 50 keep right 5 left of a big crest and jump 40 5 left of a crest and jump 50 6 left, tightens 5 of a dip.
Oh,
and
get out of the
6
ditch.
right of a crest long. Into 6 left, and sudden 3 right. Opens 6 of a crest, 80.
Ooh.
Flat left.
Not too bad, just a little run off there. Must have had a rock or something.
And 6 right of a crest long. 50, keep middle of a crest, into 5 right, tightens of a crest, jump, 80, flat right right of a crest, jump long, 50,
Ooh.
crest.
I don't know if the ditch saved me or not, but that was extremely close.
Opens of a crest, 100, flat right of a crest, 80, keep middle of a big jump, slow 80, turn 3 right. Opens 6, extra long of a crest, 150 over bumps, to keep middle of a jump, 50, early 5 left of a crest, 60,
Oh. Wrong call.
6
Oops.
right of a crest,
Could have been a lot worse though.
200, finish, keep middle of a crest to stop. Well done.
Not bad at all. That was actually a pretty decent run. Didn't make too many big mistakes there. Couple little ones though. As you can see, we did shave a little more time off, but I've actually ran this stage a few times now trying to record this video. I actually made it through and then realized my webcam was not working again, so I had to actually start over. That's actually not a terrible run on that one. I'm surprised I actually got through there as well as I did. I usually either get destroyed at the very beginning or I get about halfway through that stage and just go launching off the course on one of the really high speed corners. Alright guys, this is going to be the next stage we're going to do here for this video. As you can see, it looks like it's a fairly straightforward track, stage. It's really not though. It's got a lot of really sharp corners thrown in, and there's a lot of extremely high speed stuff in this stage that's like 6 gear running flat out while taking jumps and corners. It's ridiculous. That's how all these stages I've done so far here in Finland have been though, and they're just so much fun to do. I can't stop stressing how much fun these stages are. A lot of the other ones we've gotten have been really fun too, but it's just not this style of rallying, which I really like. A lot of it's just flat out and you're really pushing the car and tossing it over corners and just hoping you hit your line right, at least till you actually start to learn the stages a little better and get them down. And I also want to say guys, if you haven't really gave this car much of a chance or you haven't even tried it yet at all, definitely give it a shot here in Finland. This is a really good setup so far from what I've seen to run at all the Finland stages. It just handles really well here and it feels like it's set up for this style of driving. I haven't touched anything as far as tune goes on that or really changed anything at all about the car, and it just does so well on these stages.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left, 80, flat crest. Into 6 right long, tightens 5 over crest. 60. Caution, 6 left, extra long, tightens 3 over crest. 50. Flat crest, jump. Into 4 right of a crest, open 6, very long of a crest, flat jump, 50, flat left of a jump, 30, 5 left of a jump, 150, 5 right long of a crest, 100, over bumps, crest, and 6 left long of a crest, a dip, tightens, 5 left of a jump, 100 of a crest, flat right of a crest, jump, into caution, 50, 4 left of a crest, 80, flat right of a jump, 150, 5 right of a jump, 100, flat jump, into 6 left, extra long, tightens over jumps,
That was close.
50, 5 right of a crest, opens 6, extra long, to keep right of a jump, and flat left of a jump, to keep middle of a crest, into 5 right, tightens 3, past junction, opens of a crest, 60, 6 left, tightens 3 of a crest, opens 50, 5 right, tightens 4 of a crest, opens 6 right long of a crest, 6 left long, past junction, opens 50.
Whole lot of left foot braking going on in this car.
30, 6 left long, opens of a crest, a jump,
Oh,
60.
I almost lost it. I was on the wrong call.
Big jump, 200, keep in. Opens 30, back right of a jump. 80, 5 right of a jump. 50, 5 left, opens 6 over crests.
Oh,
5
just
left,
barely managed to
opens
avoid
6
all the
over
trees and
crests.
any real damage there.
Right of a
We'll keep
crest,
going on now, and
50,
that's actually a pretty good run so far. That wasn't too bad of a mistake there. I'm sure I'll get penalized a little.
50, flat
But
left
we
of a
didn't do any
jump,
damage, that's the
opens
important
long of a
part.
crest. A caution crest, 4 left of a dip. 70, 6 right of a crest.
Real sideways through there, just barely kept it off that little wall.
And flat left. And keep middle of the jump.
I think the ditch just
6
saved my
left.
life.
And 6 right long. Opens of a jump. To 4 left of a crest. 50. 4 right of a crest. Into 6 left long. Tightens 4 of a crest. 50. 5 right. Tightens of a crest. 200.
Really need to get a pedal cam set up for you guys.
6 right. 40. 6 left of a
Oh,
jump.
that was a big slide. I can't believe I
50.
saved it.
Finish. Just
Right into the box. Really didn't intend to just smash into the box like that. Not quite my fastest time, but it was actually a pretty good run through there. The penalty is what really screwed me. It would have been my fastest time. Can't really be disappointed though, because it was a good run. I just got penalized for making a stupid mistake and running myself off course, so what can you really say there? So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this one. It's been a lot of fun filming it. Like I said earlier, these are some of the funnest stages in Dirt Rally 2.0. At least in my opinion. They're just definitely my favorite style to run. They're open, but they still have a lot of technical stuff to them. There's some just really gnarly cambered corners you can just really hook the car. And using a car like the Skoda here just made it that much more fun, because this is a car you can really push around and really slide out when you want to. I highly recommend, if you guys have this new DLC for Finland, to give this track a shot with this car. It's a really, really good combination in my opinion. It really feels like this car is set up just about perfectly right out of the box to do rallies here. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like button down below, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.